Welcome back everyone, I'm K Plays Games, this is the Planet Crafter. Welcome back to Planet Humble, where I have been doing a little bit of work off screen. I've filled this entire room with as many lockers as I can possibly stuff in it. Everything has been correctly labelled and organised. The drones are going mental. If we have a look in the map, there's just drones everywhere, because now all of a sudden I've got one locker for every single resource, well, almost all of them, all the basic ones at least, and the drones are bringing that, including all the rods. So we've got everything there, one for each of the foods and water and veg seeds and rockets and everything. I think it's time we actually started properly terraforming this place. So to do that, I really want the outdoor farm to get automatic food. Speaking of automation, we should also build an auto crafter in this room somewhere, because then that can pull from all these lockers. And I'm going to build another one of these double rooms directly above this room, and probably another couple of small rooms above these ones, and we'll link them with a ladder right here so we can get up. So we'll do that auto crafter, then we can automatically craft everything. I really want a DNA manipulator to be able to do all the trees and things like that, but that needs a bioplastic nugget. We might have enough to make a bioplastic nugget, so we'll pin that recipe. And I also really want a biolab, which will give us the bio recipes and a biodome. But to get the biodome, we'll need a lerma seed. I haven't found any lerma seeds yet. See, this is the tree seeds box, and there's nothing there. Okay, looks like I need to make a box for plant seeds. We'll do that right there, actually, just in that corner. Now I'm able to actually just go into boxes and grab what I need from them pretty much immediately, which is great. Plant seeds. This will demand lermas and all of the plants. Thank you very much. There we go. Instantly a shinga seed. So hopefully we'll get a lerma seed. But for now I really want to build a biolab. So it's 2 osmium. 1, 2, 3 super alloy. 1, 2, 3, and an aluminum. Boom, bang, done. Simple as that. Right, where are we going to build that? Maybe I should build the upper floors first. Yes, that would be a smart idea. So let's do one of these. 3 iron, 3 titanium, 2 silver alloy. There's the iron. Right, and we're going to need another 2 super alloy. There we go. Right, that gives us another 2x2 room up here, which will just check it actually went in the right place. Yes, it did. Now we need another 2 small rooms, 2 of these, which is another 4 iron and 2 titanium. There we go. And we're going to want a ladder, which is iron and cobalt. And hopefully we'll get the ladder right here. Right, that'll do. Right, now we've got all this space to play with, that's great. But what we really need is to build a biolab hanging off the back of that. Or do we do the biolab out this way? I think we'll do the biolab out this way. Try and connect it to that, if we can. These green arrows show you the direction that the console points, which is a fantastic addition. So hopefully now when we go in here and go up the ladder, boom, biolab. And that leaves all this for lockers. Right, now we've got biolab recipes, huzzah! So we've built the biolab, so we don't need that recipe anymore. We can build explosives and larvae and all the stuff. Of course, we don't have any algae yet, but if we look on the map, it looks like the water is spreading, and there's water spreading down here. So I think we may just fly up and over this and have a look how deep this water is. It's probably not going to be deep enough for an algae grower yet. Mind you, Mind you, it is definitely open water. We're thirsty at the moment, so I'll have a little drink. Ooh, I reckon we could get an algae producer here, because you need to be able to swim under it to pick it. Well, actually we don't, because the drones will do that. Alright, let's pin the algae machine. Tech 1, or do we go straight for Tech 2? No, okay, we need a bioplastic nugget. Tech 1 algae generator, so we'll do a Tech 1. That'll give us the algae we need, because we need algae to make bacteria samples. We need bacteria samples to make all the stuff. Bioplastic nugget, what is that made from? I can't remember. We live on top of this mountain, so I'm just going to try and fly up it, because why not? Hey, there we go. And we're home. Yes, bioplastic nugget. What do we need to make that? 2 mushrooms, a silicon and a water bottle. Well, we've got all that. So let's make the auto crafter from 1 super alloy rod and 2 osmium. And we'll put that kind of where this thing is. We'll put that upstairs. Auto crafter, where are you? There you are, my dear. Bam. Make me 1 bioplastic nugget. Instantly. Outstanding. Okay, so we need an eggplant and a water bottle, which we have, but I'll take 1 from here. And a super alloy. And what's that? A magnesium. Yes. Alright. Algae for the win. So we built that. We don't need that anymore. Okay, can we make another bioplastic nugget? Because apparently I need it for another recipe as well. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. No, what are we missing? Don't know. Probably mushrooms. Right, that's fine. We'll just stop making that then. Yeah, it didn't have enough mushrooms. We do, of course, have mushroom seeds here, so we can build a farming setup maybe along the walls of this. That might not be a bad idea. But for now, let's go and make this algae producer and stick it in that water down here. The drones will harvest that when I make a box for them to put things into. Alright, now we cook in the gas. And Tech 1 algae. Alright. So you don't have to set this to drone supply. The drones will automatically come and pick it up. But you do need to have a locker with algae set as demand for them to do so. So we'll just go and do that. Alright, now we're starting on the biomass, even though we're barely tickling along with the terraformation itself. Every little helps. So we're going to need 3 iron. Get up here. Autocrafter's literally below here, so we really want to build the next set of lockers along this row here. So we'll do that. Algae. Demand, where is algae? There we go. Good. Algae will start coming in quite slowly. We've built that. That's the lab. That's the DNA manipulator, is it not? Why have I got all this stuff? Where did I get all this garbage from? Just take it away. Now we want to actually grow some food here, so the drones can harvest it. Oh no, we've actually got 2 mushrooms now, so that's good. The drones have brought a mushroom home from somewhere. So we can get another bioplastic nugget. That's what we need. And 1 super alloy. 1 zeolite. 1 osmium. And a blaze powder, which might be in these boxes. Alright. apparently we can make a DNA thingy. So we'll do that in the bio lab because that's where it should be, after all. DNA manipulator. And we'll just whack it in there. Alright, see now we can actually make lerma seeds, which is T3 mutagen, fertilizer, and phytoplankton A. So I would quite like to, oh god, phytoplankton. Phytoplankton comes from fishes, and we're a long way from fishes. Okay. Oh, have a look in the plant seeds box. Hey, we've actually got lerma seed. Okay, that was for the biodome. Alright, so we need 3 super alloy and aluminum, 2 cobalt, and 2 titanium. Sweet. Right, where do we want to put that? Maybe off the other side? Yeah, we'll put this here. Going this way. Bam. Hey! Biodome. Right, so we'll build food stuff up here. Excellent progress so far. Got the biolab, biodome, algae in the water. Yes. That T2 biodome, that's the one that generates tree bark, isn't it? So 2 fertilizer, 2 bacteria, super alloy, sulfur. Oh, I didn't build a sulfur box. That's annoying. Incubator, that's for fish. No, Tech 1 aquariums for fish. Might be able to build that. We won't be able to fill it with anything. Incubator we're going to need at some point. Tree bark, T2 fertilizer, super alloy, oxygen. Should have all that stuff on hand. We're just kind of preparing for all this stuff. I mean, that's all the genetic stuff. Just laying the groundwork. Fertilizer. Oh, that's T2 fertilizer. I haven't built a box for sulfur yet. I'll make this one sulfur. But I don't think we have a supply of sulfur yet. Just chuck all this stuff in the box. There you go. That'll get distributed to where it needs to be. We're hungry and thirsty again. So if we go upstairs and make fertilizer boxes and mutagens, right? Because I'm sure we've probably got some of this stuff kind of spread out in all the little loot boxes, but the drones are not bringing it because we haven't got anywhere for them to bring it to. So let's just fix that issue right now. Tech 1 fertilizer is... Where is that? There it is. God damn. T2 fertilizer. Demand T2. There we go. And on Humble there's Tech 3 fertilizer as well. There we go. And this one will be for mutagens, which is that. Nope. That, and that. Good. Right. Then we'll see if there's any of that anywhere in the base, and the drones will bring it. But for now, we need to make some food growers. 4 of these. 4 water bottles. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 super alloy. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 4 fertilizer. Good damn it. I don't know. I mean, all the drones have gone out in random places. I don't know what they're going to get and what they're bringing. These ones are bringing iron from the iron mine. These ones are getting something from here. These ones are getting something from here. We just have to wait and see what they bring back. Because I believe fertilizer needs... I don't know what that needs to get built. What does that need? 3 algae, 1 sulfur, 2 eggplant. Algae will be a while. Sulfur... We should just go and mine up some sulfur at the sulfur flats. That will give us something to do, won't it? Right, let's go and do that. Because it's not very far away. Okay, so we're kind of trying to take shortcuts. The terraformation index is not all that great at the moment, but we're kind of forging ahead and getting ready for doing all the bio stuff as well. This is just busy work for me to give the drones enough time to actually bring all the stuff from all the satellite bases back home, and then we can actually sit down and build Tech 5 stuff and really get stuff cranking. Right, sulfur. We should build a Tech 3 drill out here, because I'm assuming it'll do nothing but sulfur. Give ourselves infinite sulfur, because I believe we're going to be needing a lot of sulfur. I mean, luckily it's just everywhere here. There is a lot of it just lying on the surface. Okay, Planet Humble, absolutely abundant with like everything. It's very, very generous. Right, that's enough. That'll do. Nice. If we're lucky, the drones will have found some Tech 1 fertilizer, because it looks like from our pinned recipes we need 5 of it from what I can see. That's a lot. Yep. Sulfur box. Boop. Filled up the sulfur box already. Oh dear. Like, we need 1 on our person, so that's fine. What else do we need for all this stuff? We need a circuit board, apparently. And an oxygen capsule. Oh, yeah, we don't have a box of oxygen yet. Damn. No, I'll just do that here. Oxygen. Demand. Oxygen. We could, of course, make oxygen from cobalt, but I don't want to do that. We do actually have infinite oxygen down at the original base. Hey, we got 1 fertilizer. So 1 drone has found 1 fertilizer somewhere. God, there's Tech 2 fertilizer everywhere. Oh. Now, what about the deconstruction machine? We can put Tech 2 fertilizer and stuff through that, can't we? And reverse engineer stuff. Yeah, that'll give us T2 fertilizer, algae, methane and squash. Okay, because we've got an abundance of Tech 2. Where is the breaky downy resources thingy? There it is, recycling machine. That's what we want. So 3 super alloy and 2 deconstruction chip. Mark. No, just 2 deconstruction chips, which need silicon and magnesium. Oh, that's a piece of piss. 2 silicon, 2 magnesium, 2... Oh, I just built the wrong thing. 2 silicon, 2 magnesium, 2 deconstruction chips. I built 1 construction chip like an idiot. Okay, now we can go upstairs. And just here we shall build a deconstruction recycling machine. Ta-da! And now for my next trick, I'm going to put the construction microchip in there. Give me back my resources! Yay! And now, Tech 2 fertilizer, push the button. Yes! Boom! Fertilizer, and algae, and methane. Excellent. Look at me and my big brain. It doesn't happen often. Enjoy it while it lasts. Right, so we don't need that anymore. T2, T2. T2, T2. 2 bacterias, 2 oxygens. Now what contains bacteria? Mutagens. Okay. So we can reverse engineer the mutagens. Hey, bacteria! And more methane and more sulfur. Well, this is working out rather well. We should get a box for bacteria. God, sulfur box is going to be overfill, isn't it? Oh god, and that box is overfill. Ugh. Bacteria. Bacteria. Demand. Bacteria sample. Boom. Done. Give me those two. I need them. We just need 2 oxygen now. Apparently. We've got everything. Oh god damn. Apart from a tree bark. There we go. Now where do we want to build the tree dome? Let's go upstairs and think about this. Because I want this wall and this wall to be all storage, so I don't want to build anything out of here and have a wall there. Maybe just straight through here. Yeah, we'll just build it straight. That'll be fine. It'll look janky, but who cares? Not I. So this is for a Tech 2 biodome. Bam! Infinite tree bark. Lovely. There we are. And this just creates tree bark, and we'll just tell it to supply everything. Right, that's the tree bark sorted out. And then we need another 1 super alloy. But we need quite a lot more super alloy. Let's build the fishy tank next. Take 1 aquarium. Just bang that in there. Not that we have anything to put in it, but we've done it now. And the incubator can go in here as well. That'll go here on this wall. Do bio stuff in a bio lab. Right, now we can make all this. When we get mutagens and phytoplanktons and stuff, we can make that. So that's been done. That's been done. Right, what we need is 4 water bottles, 4 super alloy, and 4 fertilizer. Right, we need to deconstruct another couple of fertilizer. I'm glad I remembered that this machine exists. God, what an absolute lifesaver. We've got more iron, so we can go upstairs and make a methane box. Methane. Demand. Methane. There we go. Bam, in there like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we need another 3 super alloys. And plant seeds. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright. Sweet. Tech 2 food grower. Hopefully we'll be able to get 4 of these in here. Shouldn't be too difficult. Just nice. Right, eggplant, mushroom, squash, bean, supply everything. So as soon as it is grown, the drones will harvest it and stick it in the boxes I have prepared downstairs. Outstanding. Got some squash on me. Just get rid of those, and we've got the magnesium and silicon, which I accidentally made into the wrong thing. Got some sulfur that I don't really need. The bin's almost full. I'll just fire these in here just to get turned into whatever. Alright, things is looking great. What now? What now indeed? I think we should do some big terraforming machines. We do have 740 power remaining. Where did I put the rest of my shards? Why are they in that box? Okay, I think we've got enough. We have enough shards to make another fusion reactor, which is fantastic. Don't know where we're going to put it. They might be able to clip in there. No, okay, we'll go upstairs. I'll just put it here. There we go. Now we've got crap tons of power. Another 2200 power available because I want to build some Tech 5 machines in the form of Tech 5 drill and a Tech 5 heater. Oxygen's going to be a bit of an issue until we can get the trees going. Can we just go directly to a Tech 3 tree spreader? I think we've got all the stuff for it, and we've got tree seeds here, which we've got a 1200. We've got 3 different 1200 tree seeds. Okay, let's do big boys first. 2 super alloy rods. Bim bim. Osmium rod. Bim. Other one, heater needs 3 iridium rods. Bim bim bim. Another 3 super alloy rods. Bim bim bim. And 3 of these. Oh god damn. And the tree spreader needs 1 of these. 1 of these. Tree bark. A bacteria. And 2 Tech 2 fertilizer. Well, shit. Man, we'd be absolutely kicking butt. Where are we going to put these giant machines? Let's put them down here. Let's put them down here so they're out of sight, shall we? Right, Tech 5 drill, Tech 5 heater, and a Tech 3 tree spreader. That'll get the oxygen, heat, and other stuff going. Atmosphere, that's the word I was looking for. Right, so first thing, Tech 5 drill. Not messing around anymore. 300 power, ouch. But we did have 2200 power to play with. Tech 5 heater, bam. We'll do the tree thing right here. Where did I put that tree seed? Oh god damn. Yeah, terraformation index just starts moving really quickly, as you can imagine. Could you just come with me please, Mr. Tree Seed? God. Okay. Now we're actually going to make some progress. Right. Yes, yes, terraformation index has gone mental. It's because the oxygen was lagging way behind the other two, and now this is providing 102,000 parts per squillion. And it's increasing the plants as well, so we've actually got some biomass on the go. Outstanding. Okie dokie. That's more like it. Biomass is going crazy, oxygen's going absolutely crazy. It's good to have some plants at last. There we go, now we're almost at the lake stage. God. What a difference this game makes when you actually do some terraforming, huh? DNA's ready, that's ready to go. That's been done, that's been done. Should really get another couple of Tech 2 or whatever it is, gas thingies. Yeah, 2 of those. We've got 1 all the way back at the first base doing nothing but oxygen. And we need another 2. 1 to do methane and 1 to do the other one, nitrogen. Because you probably will need them all. So we're just going to make a box. Call it nitrogen. No, not storage crate. Big storage. Nitrogen. And you will demand nitrogen. Nice. Okay, back downstairs. We need 4 zeolite. We're only making 2 of these things, not 3. And 2 iridium rods, another 4 super alloy, and 2 circuit boards. Well, that was easy. Lovely. We'll just build them out here with the rest of the machines. You there, you. Methane, supply everything. You. Nitrogen, supply everything. Right, gas sorted. Next item on the agenda. Should really make some T3 ore extractors, you know. Really should do that. Yeah. But where? We're going to make more Tech 5 heaters, so we're going to need super alloy and iridium rods, and we're going to make more T5 drills, so that's super alloy and osmium. So we need super alloy, iridium and osmium, so we need hopefully another 3 of these Tech 3 drills. I only got 2 super alloy rods though, but if we're lucky we should have enough super alloy to make another one. Probably not. No. Okay, so the first one needs to be made where we can get super alloy from. So 1 iridium rod, 1 osmium rod and 3 titanium. Come on, titanium. Oh yeah, there we go. Now the question is, where do we get super alloy from? And I have a sinking feeling in the pit of my stomach. Oh god, it's all the way down here in the mist. Let's go and have a look at the mist. Talk about lake stage. Remember when we started this episode, there was a tiny little puddle here? It's kind of... there's just water everywhere now. That's what happens when you build your Tech 5 terraforming gear. You kind of break everything. Oop, there's even what looks like a river trying to break into the desert. Okay. We're going that way anyway, so we're just going to have a look. This guy's got a loot box, look. Why did we not see this before? Give me all this crap. And we'll go and leave it in this little base that we made up here. Because we're essentially speedrunning, the map's going to change quick. I mean, this was not here about 5 minutes ago. Right, so there's water being formed here, and it's going to burst through these rocks. So I think the desert's going to disappear at some point. Nope. Oh, we have a waterfall. Okay, so Icy Mountain is now melted so much that it's created this river which is going to go into the desert. I hope these machines aren't going to get drowned. God damn, there's a bloody loot box right here. Oh, they're totally going to get drowned, aren't they? Well, if they stop working, we'll come back here and fix them, or we just won't bother. Apparently, if we want infinite super alloy, we have to build something down there. This mist will slowly clear as the water level increases. There's a few ways to get down there. I think there's some ramps that you can go down. Or there's cave exits from the big cave. I think we'll wait a while before we go down there. Let the dust settle completely. Okay, so we can't get infinite super alloy from a Tech 3 drill at the moment. But super alloy rods are the limiting factor, because we're running out of super alloy. So we're going to need to find some way of getting super alloy from somewhere. But I think the ore crushers can rescue us in this situation. If you see, these black cubes melt down into iridium, uranium and super alloy. And we can get a Tech 3 drill in the black cube area, which is just here where these big robots are. So let's go and make the next Tech 3 drill there. Apparently I've got a new message. Right, so, black cubes. That's beyond the algae machine. Mine black cubes, automate a ore crusher, which means we're going to need a destruction bin to get rid of all the excess other stuff. God damn, that was nice. Bloody loot boxes everywhere, man. Being distracted by loot boxes and I'm trying to get over here and place a drill. Well, they're full of good stuff, so we'll take it. Okay, this little lake that we... God... 2 minutes ago, this was a tiny little puddle, and now it's absolutely enormous, and there's another loot box there. Well, this grew up nice and fast. Right, but we are here to make a Tech 3 drill. Good, we can offload our loot here. Just throw it all in. The drones will take it all away. Jolly good. Right. This is obsidian, so we need to go right where these big robots are, which is up here. Oh, actual asteroids. Actual asteroids. So apparently here is where we need to make this drill. Right here. So we do that. And that. Not there. That looks good. Come up here. Tell it to only mine these. Stick it on supply, everything. It's a silicon and iron storm. Okay, it's just basic asteroids, nothing special. Not that we care about any of that. At least you don't have to jump over that ravine anymore. It's not a ravine. Did I throw my food away in one of these loot boxes? Ah, who cares? We'll go and get some more. I knew there was a loot box here somewhere that I hadn't looked in yet. Right, let's go home. Up and over the mountain, as usual. And we need to set up a drone logistics for this. This needs to demand the black cubes. These, there we go. And then this needs to be set on supply everything, which it is. See, we need to get rid of all this excess stuff, otherwise it will back up with all this excess aluminum and iron and stuff, and it won't leave any room for the good stuff that we actually want. So that means we need this. Right, so super alloy. A uranium, an osmium, and a blaze powder, which I don't think we have any of. Oh crap. But that's made from sulfur and 2 sulfur and 1 iridium. Not craft station, auto crafter. Give me blaze powder. Thank you kindly, and then stop, and then go upstairs and build the deconstructor kind of here, I think. Shredder machine, that's its name. Right, so we do that, and then we tell that to demand. Oh, let's see, cobalt, iron, magnesium, silicon, titanium, and aluminum. Yeah, and that's, and enable it, so as soon as this fills up, when we enable it, it'll delete everything it's holding, and that should have been all the garbage from this. Yes, good. What? So that makes dolomite, does it? Oh, crapola. Okay, so we need this to also demand dolomite and bauxite. Yeah, okay. So the black cubes will make dolomite, and then the drones will pick it up and fire it back through the machine. And all the excess shit will go in here and be automatically deleted when this thing fills up. Right, that's another logistics chain done. More excellent progress. So we've done that, and we can't do that. The other machine we needed was super alloy rod, iridium rod, osmium rod, and 3 more titanium. And that was to supply us with infinite iridium? Yes, right. Iridium. Where do we get infinite iridium from? I'm not seeing iridium on the map. That's concerning. Okay then. No iridium on the map. There's no uranium on the map either. Okay, so they must come from the bauxite and dolomite, yeah? Oh no, they both come from the black cubes. Okay. So the black cubes was definitely the thing to make. So we don't actually need the other Tech 3 drill. Do we? Because this one's making iron, so I can do all this logistics stuff in the first place. And this one's doing infinite black cubes. And that gives us infinite iridium, uranium, and super alloy ore. So if we are going to make another Tech 3 drill, I think we should put it here as well and have 2 of them. And maybe another Tech 3 ore crusher as well to keep pace. Okay, so we'll put that back on. We'll go and get 3 titanium from somewhere, and we'll go and do some mathematics. So this thing's going to have to process all the ore, and that disintegrates an item every 70 seconds. So every 70 seconds it can handle something. And I'm not sure if all this uranite has come from the drill we just made, or if it's coming from loot boxes from all over the map. Probably loot boxes. The top of this mountain's suddenly gone all mossy. This has happened in the last 30 seconds. I'm sure it wasn't this green when we came back over here like a minute ago. You know, that's how it goes. You make the changes, you see the changes. Okay, so 70 seconds for that ore crusher to crush 1 ore. We need to work out how many Tech 3 drills and how many of these ore crushers we need to balance out the production. Does this say production time 75 seconds? So it's just about the same. Okay, so we'll do another Tech 3 ore extractor here. Tell it to get the black cubes and supply everything. Then we need to hightail it back home and build another Tech 3 ore crusher, and probably 2 of them. Yeah, because the black cubes don't just make iridium, uranium, and super alloy. They also make bauxite and dolomite, so we're going to need at least another 1 ore crusher to take care of those resources as well. Okay, so get rid of that, and we need... Where are the ore crushers? We need another 2 of these. Okay, so that means we need to actually find bauxite and dolomite and black cubes. That shouldn't be too difficult. Black cubes are all over this place. There's 1. And there's 2. That was easy. How's the trees doing? Hey, we got a forest! See if we've got any bauxite and dolomite lying around in the bins. Not in this one. And, oh crap, not in that one either. Okay, we need 4 cobalt, that's for sure. There we go. Bauxite comes from the desert, which is sinking. That was desert a little while ago. Right, we need 2 dolomite and we need 4 bauxite. The desert is sinking into a sinkhole, which we thought might happen because of this big river. Oh no. I spotted out of the corner of my eye that the little base we made at the edge of the desert is now floating in the air. Just give me one more bauxite, you shit. There you go. Yeah. That sand was up there. Oh, we're going to have to write off whatever's up in there. But we do have all the stuff we need to build another 2 Tech 3 ore crushers. I think the drones had the right idea building here. Okay, so the desert's disappearing. It's being sucked down into this big crater. I'm assuming that's because the river's been undercutting it. And we are home, so let's build these more ore crushers. Just like that. And like that. Nice. And they'll all demand uranite. And the dolomite and bauxite that the uranite will produce as byproducts. There we go. And then all of these will go on demand. Supply everything. And supply everything. And according to my calculations, that should be enough to automate our mining and give us infinite uranium, iridium and super alloy. Until such time as we can actually get down to the bottom of the map. Because all this has not been revealed yet. The map is changing, it's just water everywhere. Because the big mountain has melted and all the meltwater has formed a river and it's destroying the desert. This hasn't changed too much, there's lots of water here. We haven't emptied out this wreck, we should really do that. The drones are busy doing stuff. We've got 2 drills here and 1 drill up here. So I think this is a great place to leave off. Yeah, we've done a power of work. We've expanded hugely. Everything's automated. We're doing all the food and we've got the fish tank and incubator ready for the animals. We're producing tree bark. Yeah, we're really, really cooking now. So come back next time and see how much more progress we can get. Until then, do look after yourself, and I'll speak to you again soon.